Beamy, 27 years old male, work as a back-end developer for a mid-sized logistics company. Decent salary, own a car, rent a nice one-bedroom apartment in a quiet part of the city. Physically average, maybe a bit on the skinny side, but I run 3 miles twice a week. Brown hair, brown eyes, glasses that are trendy enough to hide the fact that my prescription is terrible. On paper, I am a functioning member of society. In reality, I am completely invisible, never had a girlfriend, never held hands with a woman romantically, never been kissed. It is a heavy secret that I carry around like a backpack full of rocks. It is not that I am an extremist or someone who hates women, I just freeze. Whenever I get close to a woman I find attractive, my brain shuts down. I become polite to a fault, boring and safe. I enter the friend zone with the speed of an Olympic sprinter. My weekends are spent playing strategy games, reading sci-fi novels, and trying to cook complex meals for one person. Enter Margit. Margit lives in the apartment directly across the hall from mine. For the first 6 months, I only saw her grab food deliveries. She is small, pale, and usually wearing oversized hoodies that look like they haven't been washed in a week. She has dark circles under her eyes that look like bruises. Her hair is jet black messy and sometimes looks a bit greasy. She looks like a ghost that haunts the hallway. We never spoke, until one Tuesday evening in November. I am coming back from the grocery store, struggling with 3 paper bags because I refuse to make 2 trips. I am fumbling for my keys. One of the bags rips. A jar of pasta sauce shatters on the hallway floor. Glass and red sauce explode everywhere. I stand there staring at the mess, feeling the familiar wave of incompetence wash over me. I hear a door creak open behind me. It is Margit. She is wearing a faded band shirt and pajama pants with cartoon skulls on them. She holds a cigarette unlit between her fingers. She looks at the sauce, then at me. She does not offer to help. She leans against her doorframe and takes a deep breath. "Nice kill," she says. Her voice is raspy, deeper than I expected. I blush instantly. "Sorry," I say. "I will clean it up immediately." She rolls her eyes. "You are apologizing to the floor," she says. "Stop being so pathetic." I freeze. It is harsh, but she is not wrong. I scramble to pick up the big pieces of glass. I cut my finger, of course I do. Blood starts to mix with the marinara sauce. "Jesus Christ," she says. She disappears into her apartment. I assume she is gone for good, disgusted by my clumsiness. I am wrapping a napkin around my finger when she returns. She hands me a roll of paper towels and a box of Band-Aids. "Fix yourself," she says. "I will get the mop." She actually helps me clean up. We work in silence for 5 minutes. When we are done, the hallway smells like tomatoes and bleach. "Thank you," I say. "I really appreciate it, Margit." She looks surprised that I know her name. "I saw it on your mail once," I admit quickly, not wanting to seem like a stalker. She smirks. "I am Julian," I say. "I know," she says. "I hear you talking to your mother on the phone. You possess the conversational skills of a damp towel." I am stunned. "Ouch," I say. She shrugs. "Truth hurts. You are a nice guy, Julian." "That is your problem. You are so nice it makes people uncomfortable." She turns to go back inside. "Wait," I say. I do not know why I stop her. Maybe because she is the first person to be honest with me in years. "What do you mean?" She stops and looks back. "You radiate desperation. It is like a smell. You walk around apologizing for existing. Women smell that and run. Men smell that and ignore you. You are doomed to be an NPC forever unless you change." "NPC," I ask. "Non-playable character," she says. "Background texture, that is you." She closes her door. I stand in the hallway for a long time. That night I cannot sleep. Her words loop in my head. Conversational skills of a damp towel, background texture. The next evening I knock on her door. I have a 6-pack of decent beer as a peace offering for the sauce incident. She opens the door. She looks like she just woke up, even though it is 7 in the evening. "What?" she asks. "I brought these," I say, holding up the beer, "and I want to ask you something." She eyes the beer. "Come in," she says. Her apartment is a cave. Blackout curtains are drawn tight. There is a massive gaming setup in the corner with 3 monitors glowing blue. The air smells like energy drinks and stale smoke. There are piles of books everywhere. Philosophy, psychology, obscure manga. It is messy, but it feels lived in. She clears a space on a battered leather couch. Sit, she commands. She takes a beer, twists the cap off with a lighter from her pocket, and takes a long drink. So she says, "You want to know why you are a loser?" I flinch. You do not mince words. Why should I, she asks. The world lies to you enough. Your mom tells you you are handsome. Your coworkers tell you you are doing a great job. Society tells you that if you are just yourself, someone will love you. It is all garbage. She leans forward, her dark eyes intense. I am a Femcel, Julian. Do you know what that is? I nod slowly. Female involuntary celibate. She laughs, a dry barking sound. Basically, I am the female version of the guys who shoot up schools minus the violence. I hate society. I hate the dating market. I hate the superficiality of modern romance. I have analyzed it down to the bone. I know exactly why people do what they do, and I can tell you exactly why you are alone. I take a sip of my beer. I am listening. She spends the next 2 hours dissecting my life. She asks me about my wardrobe. She asks me about my hobbies. She asks to see my text history with the last girl I tried to talk to. She scrolls through my phone with a look of horror on her face. Look at this, she says, pointing at the screen. You sent 3 texts in a row. She did not reply for 4 hours. Then you sent a 4th text apologizing for bothering her. Julian, this is suicide. You are signaling that your time is worthless. You are signaling that you have no other options. But I was just being polite, I argue. Polite is boring, she snaps. Polite is safe. Women do not want safe until they are 35 and looking for a provider. Do you want to be the provider, Julian? Do you want to be the guy she settles for because she is tired of the bad boys? No, I say quietly. Then stop acting like a doormat. She tosses my phone back to me. You need a total overhaul. Why are you helping me? I ask. You just said you hate everyone. She looks away, staring at her glowing monitors. I do hate everyone. But watching you fail is painful. It is like watching a dog run into a glass door over and over again. Plus, I have nothing better to do, so the training begins. It is a strange friendship. I go to work during the day. In the evenings, I go to Margit's cave. She critiques my outfits. Burn those khakis, she says. Get jeans that actually fit. Stop wearing polo shirts. You look like a Best Buy employee. We go shopping once. It is a nightmare. She hates the mall. She walks through the crowds with a scowl, hugging her hoodie tight. But she picks out clothes that actually look good. Darker colors, fitted shirts, a leather jacket that costs more than my car insurance. Try it on, she orders. I step out of the dressing room. She looks me up and down. Acceptable, she says. You look less like a tax accountant and more like a human being. We start talking about conversation. She makes me practice talking to her. Tell me about your day, she says, but do not bore me. If you bore me, I will throw a pillow at you. I start talking about a bug in the code I fixed. She throws a pillow at my face. Boring, she yells. Nobody cares about your code, Julian. Talk about how it made you feel. Talk about the idiot coworker who caused the bug. Make it a story. Make it emotional. Conflict is interesting. Resolution is interesting. Technical details are sedatives. I learn to tell stories. I learn to hold eye contact. She forces me to stare at her without blinking until my eyes water. Look at me, she says. Do not look down. Looking down is submission. Look at my eyes, it is intense. Her eyes are very dark, almost black. They are beautiful in a haunted sort of way. One night, 3 weeks into this, we are sitting on her couch eating pizza. She is in a better mood than usual. She is wearing a tank top instead of her hoodie. I notice she has tattoos up her arms. Intricate dark designs, snakes, thorns, geometric shapes. Cool tattoos, I say. She looks at her arms. Scars, she says, covering up the past. I do not ask what she means. I know better by now. You are ready, she says suddenly. Ready for what? To test the merchandise. You need to ask a girl out. A real girl, not me. My stomach drops. Who? Anyone, she says. Go to a coffee shop, find a girl reading a book, use the script we practiced, be aloof but interested, tease her a little, do not apologize, get her number. I am terrified, but I trust Margit. Saturday morning. I put on my new jeans and the leather jacket. I go to a trendy coffee shop downtown. I spot a girl. She is blonde, wearing a floral dress, reading a mystery novel. She looks like the definition of a nice girl. Let us call her Sophie. I approach her table. My heart is hammering against my ribs. I hear Margit's voice in my head. Do not be a damp towel. Excuse me, I say. Sophie looks up. Is that book as good as the cover looks? I ask, because the cover is doing a lot of heavy lifting. It is a risk. Margit told me to be slightly provocative. Sophie blinks, then smiles. It is actually really good, she says. But you are right, the cover is dramatic. I smile back. I do not apologize for interrupting. I simply ask her what it is about. We talk for 10 minutes. It flows. I am not sweating. I am not stuttering. I tease her about her coffee order, oat milk latte with extra foam. She laughs. She actually touches her hair. Margit said that is a sign of interest. I have to run, I say, checking my watch, but I would love to hear how the book ends. We should grab a drink sometime. Sophie smiles. I would like that. She gives me her number. I walk out of the coffee shop feeling like I just robbed a bank. I rush back to the apartment complex. I pound on Margit's door. She opens it looking groggy. I did it, I say. I got her number. Margit leans against the doorframe. A small, crooked smile appears on her face. Good job, Padawan. Come in, tell me everything. I recount every detail. Margit nods, analyzing. Good entry, good exit. You left her wanting more. Text her tomorrow evening, not sooner. I wait. I text Sophie on Sunday. We set up a date for Friday night. The week drags on. I spend every evening with Margit. We stop doing training and just hang out. We watch old movies. We debate which alien movie is the best. I discover that underneath the cynicism, Margit is incredibly funny. She has a sharp, dark wit that makes me laugh until my sides hurt. I start to notice things about her. The way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she is thinking. The way her voice softens when she talks about her cat, who is hiding somewhere in the apartment. I have yet to see it. The way she smells like vanilla and tobacco. Friday arrives. I am nervous but prepared. Margit fixes my hair before I leave. She stands close to me. Her hands are cool on my neck. You look good, she says quietly. Go get her, Tiger. I look at her. She looks tired again. Sad. Thanks, Margit, I say. I owe you one. Get out of here, she pushes me toward the door. The date with Sophie is fine. It is perfect, actually. We go to a nice Italian place. The conversation is easy. Sophie is sweet, kind, and interested in me. She laughs at my jokes. She touches my arm. We share a dessert. It is everything I ever wanted. It is the scenario I have daydreamed about for 10 years, but something is wrong. I feel hollow. I feel like I am acting. Every word I say feels calculated. Is this the right time to smile? Is this the right time to lean in? I am running the script Margit gave me, and it works. Sophie is charmed, but I am bored. I find myself wondering what Margit is doing. Is she playing games? Is she smoking on her balcony? Is she lonely? After dinner, I walk Sophie to her car. The moment of truth, the kiss. Sophie lingers. She looks up at me with expectant eyes. This is it. Never been kissed. The streak ends now. I line in. I kiss her. Her lips are soft. She smells like flowery perfume. It is nice, but there are no fireworks. There is no explosion. It feels like pressing two pieces of flesh together. I pull away. Sophie smiles. That was nice, she whispers. Call me, yeah, I say. I will. She gets in her car and drives away. I stand on the sidewalk. I feel nothing, absolutely nothing. I drive home in silence. I park the car and walk up to my floor. It is midnight. I walk towards my door. I look at Margit's door. I can see the blue light of her monitors leaking from under the door. I knock softly, no answer. I knock again. Margit, nothing. I try the handle. It is unlocked. Margit never leaves her door unlocked. I push it open. Margit, the apartment is dark, lit only by the screens. She is not at her computer. I hear a sound from the bathroom. Retching. I run to the bathroom door. It is open. Margaret is slumped on the floor next to the toilet. She is pale, sweating, shaking. There is an empty bottle of vodka on the floor. Margaret, I gasp. I kneel beside her. She looks up at me. Her eyes are glassy and unfocused. Oh, she slurs. Mr. Loveman returns. Did you score? Did you get the girl? Shut up, I say, grabbing a towel and wetting it with cold water. What happened? I celebrated, she says, leaning her head against the cool porcelain. I created a monster. I fixed you, now you are gone, just like everyone else. Off to live the normie dream. You're not making sense, I say. I am wiping her face. She swats my hand away. Don't touch me, she snaps. You are contaminated. You smell like her, flowers and hope. It makes me sick. Margaret, please, why does it matter? Because I am garbage, she yells, her voice cracks. Tears start to stream down her face. I am the trash that helps other people get to the treasure. I am unlovable, Julian. I am broken. I sit in this cave and rot while the world keeps spinning. And now you are part of the world, and I am still here. She starts sobbing. Ugly, raw sobs that shake her whole small body. I have never seen anyone look so defeated. I sit on the bathroom floor next to her. I pull her into my arms. She struggles for a second. Let me go. No, I say firmly. I hold her tight. She collapses against my chest. She buries her face in my expensive leather jacket. She cries for a long time. I stroke her hair. It is greasy, but I do not care. I tell her about the date. I tell her about Sophie. It was boring, I say into her hair. She stops crying. She sniffs. What? It was boring, I repeat. She was nice. The food was good. The kiss was okay. But all I could think about was coming back here. Margaret pulls back. Her mascara is smeared all over her eyes. She looks like a raccoon. You are lying, she says. You're just saying that to make me feel better. I am not lying, I say. I learned a lot from you, Margaret. You taught me how to dress. You taught me how to talk. You taught me how to be confident, but you were wrong about one thing. What? She whispers. You said I needed to change to be happy. You said I needed to play the game, but the game sucks. I do not want a strategy. I do not want a script. I want this. I gesture to the messy bathroom, the vodka bottle, the crying girl. This, she asks, incredulous. This is hell, Julian. No, I say, this is real. You are the most real person I have ever met. You see the world for what it is. You are smart and funny, and yeah, you are a little messed up. But so am I. I have never been kissed until tonight. I am 27 and I collect action figures. We are both weirdos. She stares at me, her lip quivers. You are an idiot, she says. Maybe, I say, but I am your idiot. Silence stretches between us. The only sound is the hum of the refrigerator in the other room. Margaret looks at my lips, then at my eyes. You kissed her, she asks. Yeah, was she a good kisser? Technically, yes. Emotionally, zero. Margaret lines in. She smells like vodka and sickness and vanilla. It should be gross. It is not. Let me fix it, she whispers. She closes the gap. She kisses me. It is nothing like the kiss with Sophie. It is desperate. It is messy. It tastes like tears and alcohol, but it is electric. My brain lights up like a Christmas tree. I feel the heat of her skin. I feel the sharpness of her fingernails digging into my shoulder. I kiss her back with everything I have, all the years of loneliness, all the awkwardness, all the frustration. I pour it all into that kiss. We stay like that for what feels like hours. Eventually, we break apart. We are both breathing hard. Margaret rests her forehead against mine. Okay, she says, that was acceptable. I laugh, just acceptable. Maybe a little above average, she admits. She tries to stand up but stumbles. I catch her. Okay, bedtime for you, I say. I help her up. I walk her to her bedroom. It is just as messy as the living room, clothes everywhere. A mattress on the floor. I help her sit down on the bed. She kicks off her pants and crawls under the blanket. She looks tiny in the big bed. Don't go, she whispers. I won't, I say. I sit on the edge of the mattress. Julian, yeah. Delete Sophie's number. Already planning on it, I say. Good. She closes her eyes. You are still a beta, she mumbles sleepily. I know, I say, but I am working on it. She falls asleep within minutes. I watch her sleep for a while. She looks peaceful. The anger is gone from her face. I go to the living room and turn off her monitors. I throw away the vodka bottle. I clean up a little bit of the trash. Then I go back to her room and lie down on top of the covers next to her. I stare at the ceiling. I have a girlfriend, sort of. She is a cynical, internet-addicted recluse who hates humanity. And I am a socially awkward nerd who just learned how to dress himself. It is a disaster waiting to happen. But for the first time in my life, I do not feel invisible. I reach out and take her hand. She shifts in her sleep and squeezes my fingers. I smile in the dark. Never been kissed, checked off the list. Somehow ended up taking life advice from a Femcel. Best decision of my life. I close my eyes. Tomorrow I am going to make her breakfast. And maybe, just maybe, I can convince her to go outside while the sun is up. But one step at a time. Life is good. Everything is going to be okay. The end.